Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Silicon Valley. And with a foghorn sounding behind us, that can only mean one thing, and that is it's time for football at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Santa Clara. Ooh, and a juke. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. And it's fielded at the 34. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12. First down, Houston.
Here's Stroud. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll swing this out to Jenkins. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
To number 88. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the
And Jennings will go in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football, but any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too, but it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him. And this one was a long run.
Absolutely, they did all of that and more. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, They watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
First and 10.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. That's over the middle into the hands of Moore. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
An inside run with Jenkins. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And the 49er first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jalen Noel, 62 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Yeah, I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
3rd and 2.
A gain of 6 on the play.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Working in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
7-yard gain. And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. Another one caught by Collins. Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. 3rd and 3.
Complete to number 86. No gain on the play.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to have a Texans first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
First down.
These two teams all tied after one. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to Spears. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Niners' 41-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 2. 8
yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. That one's taken in by Spears. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is
a shotgun snap to Stroud. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
A gain of 3 yards. And the 49er 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Well, in by Wheaton over the middle. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 41-yard line.
Give, here's Jenkins. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a 1st. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Down the field, he's got Mole. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Here's Bryce Behringer now. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Stroud to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brings up third down. And
Stroud. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now Stroud. That's taken in by Palmer. They'll give him 4 yards there. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
A gain of 4. And this is third.
Here's Stroud. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
That's to his running back, Quinshon Judkins. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
A gain of 6. And the 49ers.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the Texans.
Here's a second and 7. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. And the 49er first down.
Back to throw. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Makes it second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
They'll set up a throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. On play action, they'll throw. Touchdown 49ers! Jerome Jones from 8 yards out. And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first two quarters.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Texans 10.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now Spears begin the drive. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Second and 10.
It's second down and 10.
Throwing now is Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And the Texans first down.
Again, it's Stroud. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Now a second and 10.
It leads to second and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So halftime here out west. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud will run the option left. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Slot man moves right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down is Jenkins. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
And the 49er first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And this is going to be incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Houston set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a long back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Stroud looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And Stroud now to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Texans send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Niners offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
19 yards. And the 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. They'll get this complete to Trey Harris. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Now back to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll give it to Jenkins. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll set up to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards.
Jenkins is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Brings up second and 9.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Here's 3rd and 7.
He's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
Now Stroud. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
It's a pick up of 6. Brings up second.
Stroud. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate, let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. This is Jennings. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On the handoff is Jenkins. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. This offense on third down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Houston.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Stroud. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Michael Williams. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing.
And Nick Bosa is so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Texans send the punter out, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Niners offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Throw left side complete. That's Harris.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now a play fake here on first down. Down the field, he's got Noel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Complete to Wheaton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Give up the middle. Jenkins. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's their quarterback with now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And the Niners have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Now the try here for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing now is Stroud. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. Trey Walker was the one to bat that throw away.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Judkins to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 49 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the 49er first down.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Setting up a screen for Judkins. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And Stroud now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Stroud working out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. target. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Stroud looking to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Here's Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 36 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch tomorrow.
The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Niners set to take over on offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Pass complete to Harris. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And that's caught by Williams. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 44
out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 4 yards. And the 49er, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Looking deep for Jennings. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he couldn't get it to check off. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense set to regain possession. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want for football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Stroud to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Stroud. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. So Stroud and the Texans down by 7, 30 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Now Stroud. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Stroud looks to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. The City Hall is a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's got